Do you guys all remember those old Fnaf hoaxes? And not like the new ones like Glamrock Foxy. I mean the really old ones. Fnaf 1 through to Fnaf 3 type old. These were the glory days of Fnaf hoaxes. Nowadays, you don't see many new hoaxes popping up. You really just see the old ones being used in newer media, like what they did with Sparky in the Fnaf movie. And even though these guys are making appearances in newer Fnaf videos, they're still fading into irrelevancy. Seriously, how many of you know what Withered Puppet is? Not many. But don't worry, because I'm here to save you by covering all of them. I don't really care for any of the lesser known ones, so I'ma just stick to the more well-known ones. But I could make another video on them, a part 2 per se. But enough about that. Let's get to the animatronics. Sparky the dog is probably the most popular one. If you don't know half of these guys on this list, you at least 100% know Sparky. He's had many fan games made about him, and he even starred in the Fnaf movie right here, and as a restaurant that MatPat works at. But why is he so popular? I can't be the only one who thinks he's mid. I guess most people love him because of the nostalgia. He is the oldest, having been created all the way back when Fnaf 1 was out. But I don't really see the appeal compared to some of the other ones, but it's whatever. He's still cool and one of the more convincing ones on this list. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. It all began back in 2014 when Fnaf was brand new. Barely anyone knew what the animatronics were. I mean, yeah, you had the visible ones, Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. But what if there were secret characters that weren't visible until you do something to trigger his appearance? This is when an image of Sparky crept its way into the internet. This image. What strikes me the most about this image is where they decided to place Sparky. They could have placed him anywhere else. They could have put him in the endo spot, where Bonnie goes, just somewhere more visible. But they didn't. They put him in the cracked open door, making him engulfed in shadows. This made it hard to make out what it was, and hard to see that it was photoshopped, thus tricking many fans. You can even see how well this worked to this day. No one really knows what Sparky actually looks like. Search him and you'll find this one, a grey dog, or this one, the one I'm using, or this one, the Fnaf movie's take on him. Since the image was so hard to make out, the only thing really known about him was that he was a dog, and people just took that information and interpreted it in their own way, as you can see with many different fan designs. But by far, in my opinion, the most best, honestly, is the one that Fnaf movie made. This one looks more like Freddy and honestly could have a lot of lore. You think of which Fnaf game has the most hoax characters, what is the first one that comes to mind? There is no opinions with this one. Fnaf 2 beats all of them by a mile. Wait, do I say kilometer? It doesn't matter. Potato, Joker and Batman, they're all the same. Anyway, Fnaf 2 has way more hoaxes. The fixed Withers, Golden Toy Freddy, the Withered Puppet, just to name a few. But the one that is objectively better and more popular is Golden Toy Freddy. This one was the first one that I knew, and it scared the shit out of me. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Getting scared about Sparky, okay, I thought he was real too. But Golden Toy Freddy? Nah, something's wrong with you. This guy looks super photoshopped. But who cares about that? We care about how people found out about him. Golden Toy Freddy first made his way onto the internet when the creator of this hoax claimed that if you put 1 for Toy Freddy, 2 for Toy Chica, 8 for Toy Bonnie, and 7 for the puppet in the challenge menu, making 1987, Golden Toy Freddy will swap places with Toy Freddy, hence the image being just a Toy Freddy recolor. I find this to be a really clever and at the same time stupid way of doing this. On one hand, it's really easy to disprove this, as anyone who has the custom night is a few clicks away from realizing that it's fake. But, on the other hand, they use a mechanic from the last game, typing 1987 into the custom night so that you get the Golden Freddy jump scare and your game crashes. What I would have done is tied it to something really rare, say a keypad that has a very slim chance of spawning, and after that you type in 1987 to get Golden Toy Freddy. Now that's a more believable hoax, as not many people can find this unless they actively play the game a lot. And who actively plays Five Nights at Freddy's 2? Also, editor's note, he has 3 variations of his look. The first one, and this is the original, I think, goldeny with orangey cheeks. Goldeny, is that even a word? Who cares? Next one is probably just a color mistake, as people making updated versions of his design. It's the red cheeks one. And the last one, which is my favorite of all time, is the one with the purple cheeks. Not much about that, just wanted to include that, so yeah. Salvage, or more commonly known as Fred Trap, was the result of a theory. So, in the early days of Fnaf, Scott liked to post teaser images, leading to the releases of his games. While he was developing Fnaf 3, he posted this teaser of half of Springtrap's face. Now, people didn't know who Springtrap was, so they decided to mirror this image, and they got this, me in the morning. But it was also Fred Trap. At the time, lots of videos and theories about Fred Trap were really popular on YouTube. What I love the most about this guy is how they thought it was him. I find it really clever mirroring the image to find the other half of his face, and not to mention all the other main animatronics from the past 2 games that feature on the covers of these titles were Freddy Fazbear's. So it being a bunny was not a very popular choice. But who cares about that? Or Fred Trap, or me, or any other hoax character on this list. You know what we all really care about? No! Kicking it off with our next hoax character, we have Phantom Bonnie. The core 4 have never been split up before, and by the core 4, I mean Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. FNAF 1 they were together, same with FNAF 2. But in FNAF 3, he was nowhere to be found. What a shocker. Like, actually, I'm not being sarcastic. Free my boy Bonnie. But anyway, when FNAF 3 came out, they didn't believe that there wasn't a Phantom version of Bonnie, which I think is complete bullshit. Okay, side tangent, but in the bad ending for FNAF 3, if you do nothing and just play the game and find no secrets, the animatronics will have their eyes lit up, meaning they haven't moved on yet. So why the hell is Bonnie not a Phantom? If in the bad ending he hadn't moved on, this means that throughout the game he hasn't moved on, meaning he should be in FNAF 3 since he hasn't moved on yet. Anyway, that doesn't matter. We're here to hear about Phantom Bonnie. Without him being in the game, people decided to mod him into the game, making it seem like he was there when he wasn't. And since it just made sense, people just thought that the person who made up the hoax was telling the truth. I like this hoax, because of what they decided to do with it. They could have made, I don't know, Phantom Toy Chica, but they decided to make Phantom Toy Bonnie. Wait, no. That would be a good idea though, but anyway. They decided to make Phantom Bonnie, because in many fans' eyes, he was supposed to be in the game. But I don't know, that's why I like him. I know. It sounds weird, but hear me out. He would just be another normal animatronic. So, with it purple guy, he's a weird one. I don't know what the creator of this hoax was thinking. Despite how much I love him, I can't deny that he's kind of unconvincing. I mean, what's convincing about Golden Freddy and Purple Guy's offspring? Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. Vivid Purple Guy is just a recolor of Golden Freddy with a different head. I mean, maybe 9 years ago that was normal, but nowadays, you say that, and you say that you saw Vivid Vanessa, you're gonna get flamed for lying. That's an obvious lie. If you haven't already, check out my community page. I post regularly, and you may be able to vote every now and then on the next video, or just get a sneak peek of the upcoming videos, and thank you for all your support. It really means a lot. Anyway, that's about it. Have a great day, and I mean that. Bye.